Okay, everybody. Hi. This tutorial is a short one about forking and cloning from GitHub. So what you guys see in front of what we see in front of my screen is one repo from the Ironhack GitHub account, which I did not fork yet. I didn't do anything with it, so it's a fresh slate, and we can work with it from now. So first thing to understand, what is forking and what is cloning. So um, basically, it's a question of what rights you have when you use the code. So if you clone, for example, cloning, you go to this button here that says code, and then you can just copy this, and we're gonna look at that in a second. If you just copy that and you work on the code, so when you wanna push it back to GitHub, it's going to it's not gonna let you do that because you don't have the rights for it, because you're not the admin. You don't own this code. The person who owns this code, or the establishment, is Ironhack. You can actually see it here, Ironhack Labs. This is the admin of this thing. He's the owner. So you can't put it back on the cloud when you finish with your things. So instead of doing that, you go and you fork. And forking is, you just take this entire thing, what you see here, and then you make a copy, and then you put it on your own GitHub account. That means that you are, in that sense, you are the owner. Obviously, you can trace it back to the original person who made the code, but you are the owner of this specific repo, and that means you can choose, you are the admin, you can choose whoever can contribute, whoever can push back to whatever. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take, we have this Spotify clone repo from the Ironhack user, and then we're going to fork. So forking is here on the top. You click on it, then you get redirected. Basically, the only thing you need to think about here is this button here, the create fork. So it just shows, okay, the owner is Hamulin, that is my username, and this is the name that we give to this repo, because it's already the name is already given and it's a good name, so I'm just going to use it. And don't worry about anything else. Just just fork it. So we're waiting. Drum roll, please. Takes a second, and voila, we can see here at the top left, this is my username, and this is the name of our repo, right? So this is the first thing we do. We fork the repo, so then we can work on it and do whatever we want with it. And the second part right now would be to clone our own repo, right? So that means we take the code that is on the cloud in GitHub, and then we put it on our local machine so that we can work on it. So how do we do that? We go to the green code button, and then we copy this URL. Don't worry about it. I'm using SSH. Don't worry about it. Use HTTPS. This is the easier. This has way less potential of later making problems with your code. So so you click on that, and then you go to, all right, voila. We're gonna go to our Visual Studio Code. I'm gonna open a new window. So this is how it looks like when you open basically a new window, or just open Visual Studio Code for the first time. So what you do next is you see this button here, clone git repository. This is what we want to do. This is also the way I do it. Ironhack does it all from the terminal, which is, I think, it's also the best practice, because the terminal makes things better and conciser. But this is how I do it, which is, in my flow, also good. So you click on this, and then you see this thing on top that appears. So then you post your the URL that you saved from your repo, and then you press enter. And this is one of the most important parts right now. You have to choose where you want to save it. Now, I already have a dedicated folder for development, and then I also have dedicated folder for Ironhack and the module one because we are in the first week. So I go here, and then I have all my other repos. Don't worry about week one. I just have it here in module one, and then it's going to be to the side of these, but it's not going to access them, which is important. We'll look at different videos in the future where you see I can show you what it will be like if you actually have all of your different repos in one folder. It's not good. So you need to have your own folder for each one of these code bases. So it was created and saved, and now I'm going to open it. And this is it. This is our Spotify thing, what we just forked and cloned. And now you are the owner of this thing.